Rocket League has had a shaky last year and a half in terms of updates. The ranked and the actual community seems to be like a mix of good and bad. But this year, 2025, it seems to be getting better. We've actually had some nice additions to the game that, like that new ping sound effect still kills me to this day when I'm about to peak. And the revamp to clubs was needed, so it seems to me that Rocket League is heading in a good direction. But in this video, we're going to go through everything that has gotten better in 2025. So let's start, shall we? Rocket League in 2025 is good. That's all I can really say. In 2024 and still this year, we've had videos still coming out being like, is the game dead? Is it dying? And yeah, even I've made my own videos about that back then, talking about it. But this year's going quite well for the game, and I honestly doubt the game will end up dying anytime soon. It's one of those gems that will never fall out or fall off, and even with the game having a proper competitor now, with Rematch, it's still a game that has stood the test of time. Yes, it's not as popular as it once was, but unless a whole string of different things was to happen now, it shouldn't die for a while. Let's talk about RLCS. 1v1 tournaments now, that is something that they have finally made. 1v1 tournaments are actually really intense to watch. Just you and your opponent, no other teammate to defend, it's just your own ability versus your opponents. And I believe that makes 1v1s in RLCS that much more fun to watch. It's so cool now to actually watch them, I guess. And, you know, obviously, this was already tested before with the 1v1 show matches. You know, there was a lot of 1v1 type of tournament, like mini tournaments that were made. And they're just really interesting to watch. RLCS teams was increased to 20 with last chance qualifiers, giving more teams the chance to actually compete on the big stage and potentially win. And with the change to the formats for RLCS, this has definitely improved Rocket League in its esports department. Now, let's talk about the actual game itself. What has changed? We've had a range of new maps released this year. I'm gonna say it wrong. Futura Garden is a really nice map, and not just a remap of the usual stuff. One thing I really liked though was Shogun being the commentator or like narrator in the new the 10th anniversary DFH stadium. It's so cool. They should do this more. It's really cool, and it's like something they should do more. Like definitely, it just brings more life into the game. And honestly, when I came back to playing this game a few weeks back, I played this map, and I still love to hear the voice line, and then I end up repeating them myself. A great addition this year was the private match changes, and this was needed. It has kind of been far too long with this being the exact same. And you know, there's also now admin controls added, so just with the mods, just like with the mods with Rocket League, that can pause and edit the time and also the score and restart the ball from kickoff, you can now finally do that in just regular private match. And it's just a great improvement to private matches in general. Plus, it makes it simpler for people just to try out their own shenanigans in private matches as well with friends, or try challenges out. And a smaller thing I wanted to add onto this as well, kind of a small update they added to training packs. Not exactly my type of thing, but they give weekly packs now based on your rank, which I think is quite cool. Can make it easier for people to find training packs, because normally they're quite difficult and they only give you the featured playlist, or at least back then they only did. Clubs. Now this is going to be a short segment of the video, but they revamped it. Now, honestly, I think it's one of the best things they have done recently. They actually have made being in a club fun, even when even when my friends don't play much Rocket League. The crossbar ping, honestly, the most demoralizing sound ever. When you're about to peak, hearing this sound is like running into a brick wall. But in all seriousness, it's a pretty small thing, but it's nice to see as well. The LTMs have been alright, I guess. The Pizza Party LTM was Car Wars, April Fool's game mode, I didn't play, but I can see it sounds alright. Just looking at the gameplay of it, I can see it sounds alright. Sunless's Demolition Duel, I mean, it's good, but I'm just blinded by him being a big creator. And in terms of the total, in total anyway, the LTMs have been decent, but ranked is mostly what people play anyway. So yeah, it's just a minor thing in everything else they've added. And one last thing I would mention is the new quick chats. And yeah, it may be sounding crazy how I'm adding this as a good thing, but I mean, it is a good thing. It's just a really small update again that they've added. And obviously, you know, there's a whole load of other things we can mention, right? You know, that is terrible at the moment, right? Or we could still mention that ranked's still in a shithole. We could still mention all that, but like, there's still been quite a lot. There's been like a lot of good things. And to be fair, with the ranked problem at the moment, I mean, realistically, I haven't noticed it, so I don't really care about it anymore. I mean, most of the other people that are probably in like champ or whatever, probably still do get smurfs. It probably still happens, but it's not a problem for me anymore. So, womp. but yeah. But in total, Rocket League as a game shouldn't exactly being like, you know, shouldn't really be as scrutinized as it was before, because, you know, maybe on some things like trading, but in general, this year has not been too bad. At the moment, anyway. I could have probably, you know, as I've already mentioned, I could have added smurfing, you know, there's still at large, and, you know, the rank problems, and, you know, the whole other ton of things I could mention that were pretty bad, but obviously we're just going on the good things about the game in this year, which there has been quite a few. It's definitely been a year to remember for Rocket League. And it's obviously, it's been a lot better this year than it has been in previous years. But yeah. That's not to say this year has been perfect. It is, yeah, it's been a step up from what we're normally seeing. So that's nice to see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment what you think of the state of the game now. And yeah, subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next week for a new video. Peace.